Hi friends, I want to talk to you today a little bit about how to stay connected and growing in our faith during this time in which we have social distancing. So the first one is the one that was really out of the gate first for us, and that is how can we celebrate Mass together. So we've already started the live stream Mass, it's going well, and I already did a video about that, so I'm not really going to cover that. Just that what's next is not just the weekend live stream Masses, but remember in a couple of weeks we're getting ready to go through Holy Week. So Holy Thursday and Good Friday and of course Easter weekend. So I'm talking to the bishop. A lot of us priests are talking to our bishop. He promises to get something to us pretty soon through his Office of Divine Worship. Just some general guidelines about what we are going to be doing and not doing for those three liturgies. For instance, at the Holy Thursday Mass, traditionally we do feet washing, but I don't have any feet to wash. So, I could spend that time washing my feet and let you see that, but that would just be weird. So we're not going to do that. Therefore, there's a few things that we obviously will not be doing at Holy Thursday and Good Friday. Once we get those directives from the bishop, which really also are coming from Rome, they're sending out some directives for all of us. Then we'll start getting plans ready for those three beautiful liturgies of Holy Week. Speaking of Holy Week, Good Friday, we also want to do a virtual Stations of the Cross as a live stream. Again, we're working on the details, but the idea is to go around the church to our beautiful Stations of the Cross and walk everybody through that on the day of Good Friday. We'll get information to you about that and how to participate. For instance, what we want to do is send you the people's responses so that I, as the leader, will do my responses, but then you'll do your responses. And I'll make sure that we have a couple people that are participating with me who can lead you in those responses. Easter is going to be beautiful. It's going to be different, I know, but we're going to celebrate the resurrection together. So we're working on all the details about how to do an Easter Mass. What else are we doing to stay connected to God and also to stay connected to one another? Well, these videos, and I'm hoping to produce about 3 or 4 of them every week. Shannon Walker from Walker Promotions, she's a parishioner of ours. She's coming into the rectory every week and helping me do these and then doing them, all the editing for them. So just a shout out and a big thank you to her. We're going to be sending flock notes as we already have, especially probably at least 2, and that's what we're going to try to keep it to so we're not bothering you too much. 2 flock notes, and they'll have everything that's coming up in the week and everything that we're working on. So for instance, one of the other things that we want to do to keep you connected to God and to us and to one another is we're going to give you our top picks of the week, ways in which to grow into faith. So I think in my next video I'm going to be talking to you about a beautiful app called Hallow, as in like Hallowed be thy name. And all the ways how a simple app like this can really, while we're in our homes alone or with our families, grow in faith. So we'll be sending you out information about that and the links that go to them so that all you have to do on the flock note is see it and click it on, download it, and go from there. Another thing that we're doing to try to stay connected as a parish is we're calling all of our parishioners. So we're already doing that. We've reached out to about 400 of our parishioners. We started with our homebound people and to folks that don't necessarily use flock notes or they just don't know what's going on because they don't use technology. So we made phone calls to about 400 of our parishioners, and I want to thank in a special way Joanne Breitmeyer and also Debbie Shelley for that. They're leading it up. But they have a crew of people, and if you want to be a part of that crew, please let us know. They're called Mobile Buddies. And what we're doing is we're reaching out to our homebound buddies, or just people in our, because we're all homebound now, and we'll give you the details about how to do that. But if you're interested in helping us with that beautiful project of staying connected, then just contact either Joanne or Debbie, and you can contact both of them. They're on our staff page of our website. But the whole idea is to make sure that by the time, maybe in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks from now, however long we're sequestered, is that we are reaching out to you. We want to know how you're doing. We want to be able to pray with you. We want to hear what your prayers are so we can pray for them and find out if there's anything that we can do for you. We're a community, and I just want to let you know that you're not alone and you're not forgotten, and you're part of a family, and we're that family. So we'll be reaching out to everybody. A note on that: if in the next couple weeks you don't hear from us, it means that either we don't have your contact information because you haven't registered, or because your information for contact is old. Maybe you've changed your cell phone number, or you no longer have a home number. So we're already running into that and trying to clean up our census while we're at it. So if you don't hear from us, it's not that we've forgotten you, it's that we don't have your contact information. So please contact our parish office and let us know that, and we'll give you a call back or an email back. Some of the other things that we're doing too is through CALM, our Catholic Outreach Ministries. We've been out on the golf cart, visiting with some of the people in and around the city, like in the homeless camps, and giving them food and praying with them and finding out what their needs are and connecting them to social services. A thing that we're really going to be concentrating on moving forward, because we know now that the government is going to be stepping in and putting a suspension to anybody who would be evicted from their homes because they can't pay their rent or their mortgage, or they're not able to pay their utilities, and their utilities will be threatened to go off. During this time of social distancing, we know that that's taken care of. And in fact, those phone calls to us have slowed down a lot because those needs are being met right now. So one of the things that we're hoping to do is to give more money than we're already giving through our parish, through CALM, to our local food pantry, St. Vincent de Paul. You know, we run a food pantry with them, all of the parishes, and CALM's very much a part of that. We are a part of that. So we just want to give some more money to them, because we know that during this time, food is a very real issue for some of our homeless and some of our neighbors that are in the area who are struggling with making ends meet. Another thing that we're going to be doing, is already doing actually, is a novena during this pandemic of the coronavirus. I think we're about the 4th or 5th day into it, and we have hundreds of our parishioners that are praying against this virus and asking a lot of the patron saints, like Saint Corona, to pray for us and with us as we weather our way through this storm. Oh, another live stream opportunity for us is going to be a weekly Eucharistic Adoration live stream. They're going to be on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. I'll be leading them. Our deacon candidate started out with them, so he and I are going to be doing those in our church, in our chapel. So please join us for that. And we're going to get information to you with the songs that we're going to be singing and the other prayer parts, so that you can participate rather than just watch. Just like you would be at an adoration service with us, you're going to be able to fully participate in that. Something I'd like to try too is, I've never used Facebook Live, but I was just talking to a younger priest friend of mine who's a little bit more tech savvy than I am, and he was talking to me about how to do Facebook Live. So I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'll get information out about when I go live. And I'll just do it from my Facebook, and I'll lead you in one of the mysteries, well, maybe the Sorrowful Mystery, because we're in Lent. I'll lead you in the Sorrowful Mysteries of the Rosary. In my next video then, I'm going to start with one of those topics that we have picked as a staff, and it's called Hallow. So I'll see you then. See you, friends.